Back when I was in college now, over 2 decades ago, I found a concentration I really loved. Political communications, that's what I studied. Words, messages, narratives, that was my comfort zone. But as part of my core requirements, I had to take an intro to psychology class. And I kid you not, it was the only class I ever got below a B+. Science, data, behavioral theories. At the time, it felt like the opposite of what I wanted to focus on. Fast forward now to just last week. And I had 2 conversations with senior successful marketers, both of whom were psych majors in college. Both credited that foundation as a major factor in their careers. And it got me thinking, looking back over my career, a late blooming interest in psychology, both social and biological, has shaped the way I approach communication as well, because marketing and communication, they're more than just words. So here's the thing. The words we say are rarely the full story. We assume conversations are just about what's being said, but the real magic, the real influence happens in the unspoken moments. A pause, a microexpression, a subtle shift in body language. You've probably experienced this. Someone says, yeah, that sounds great, but their face tells a completely different story. Body language isn't random, it follows patterns. A relaxed, confident person moves differently than someone who's guarded or uncertain. Open gestures, leaning in, mirroring movement. These are cues that I look for and I see that signal interest and connection. And on the flip side, when someone's crossing their arms or shrinking in posture, avoiding eye contact, right, they can reveal discomfort, disengagement. And then there's EQ, emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize not just what's happening in other people, but in yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of great communication. I say this all the time to my team. If you don't understand your own emotions, how they show up, how they shape your responses, it's nearly impossible to navigate the emotions of others effectively. And this applies no matter the setting, whether you're leading a team, negotiating a deal, or just having a conversation at a conference. Now, the best communicators aren't just good speakers, they're observers too. They notice when someone's tone shifts, when their body language doesn't align or contradicts with their words, when there's an opportunity to dig a little deeper. And that's where the right questions come in. Not just surface level transactional questions, but ones that invite genuine engagement. Instead of asking, oh, you like your job? Try, what made you choose your career path? Or instead of how's business, you ask, what's something you've learned recently that surprises you? And the way people answer, the details they choose to share, the emotions behind their words, those are the insights that matter. And finally, if you want to understand what truly motivates people, start paying attention to and picking up cues on what they pursue and what they avoid. At the core, human behavior boils down to 2 things, the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain. Right? We're wired to move towards things that bring us joy, connection, fulfillment, peace. And we are just as wired to steer clear of anything that threatens our ego, our security, our pride, our identity. And once you identify and see these patterns, you can't unsee them. And the better you understand them, the more effective you become, not just as a communicator, but as a marketer, as a leader, and as a human being. So maybe I should have paid attention more back in psych class, but here's to making up for lost time.